1, 2. There we go. Nice. And yeah, play that. Mm-hmm. Right. Hold that up. Oh, I'm gonna put that up and I so people. Right. Oh, do that. Nice. Do that. Nice. Should be coming through. Testing. Should be coming through. Hold on. 1, 2. Testing. There we go. I can do it now. All right. Nice. So when you get, hi guys, just give you guys a heads up. I'm just, practicing. I mean, testing out different shapes and stuff like that. Um, because I got a mate of mine that plays this game, and I want to, learning bits and bobs about it. To help him out. But apart from that, and I'm having fun with the zombie army game. I'm having fun with that. But yeah, I'm just like learning just bits and bobs. So I can help out a fellow mate of mine who's also on Twitch as well. So I don't mind. Taking that bit of time out. So if you see the DM command and the CM command, I'm not fast. Because I'm not going to be learning the game and properly to go off and see how far I get. Nah, that's not me. There we go. Don't get me wrong. The game is good. Don't get me wrong. The game is good. It's fun and stuff like that. But I've had my heart on the other game. Uh, but anyway, give you guys a heads up. I've noticed I've been yeah, just putting up documents and all of that and so forth. And I've noticed people, on multiple Twitter accounts. Now it's I've got multiple Twitter accounts. And hold on, am I getting stuck now on this still? Yeah, I know what to do. I know what to do. Sort that out. Hmm. Yeah, I know what to do. Brilliant. Need to put something here, but the trouble is when I'm down by here, I think. Yeah, when I will be away from it then. Nice. But why does one get stuck down? Haven't I built it properly down here? All right. So we come here. It's like it's not built. Oh, there we go. You can get up. Nice. So you gotta keep. All right, got it. Nice. See, learning all the time. But yeah. Oh no, I broke my leg. Like I said, guys, I will be using this, and I will be using this. Okay, there we go. But yeah, like I was saying, guys, I was because I'm not like a lot of people just take whatever the government says and so forth because that would be foolish. That would be absolutely foolish and dumb. You know what I mean? If you got people sort of doing legislations and they're dealing with corporations that do affect our lives, why ignore what's going on? You know what I mean? So, Yeah, so I just want to see, I mean, a percentage of grown-ups. And that's how I use the word percentage, not all. I mean, um, but yeah, a percentage of grown-ups thinks it's okay not to know things, and then when something goes wrong, they're like, "Oh, why didn't somebody tell us?" And I'm like, "They did. You just thought the only players in town are the government and the authorities." I mean, I had a laugh yesterday. I did put on. I went live over on Twitch, and I did tweet out time to shoot zombies, and I don't mean the vaxxers. I did put that out there. Uh, Oops, this YouTube video is going to be deleted. Oh, what a shame. Yeah, I mean, a tyrant's going to delete this video. Oh my god. Anyway, but anyway, so, so, and the thing is as well, I did notice this morning that I don't know if one of my gaming friends was aiming something at me. I don't know him. I mean, like a friend, but I looked at the comment and I was like, okay. And this, I mean, that's the thing, I mean, that's the thing. We have a, a lot of people that haven't got a clue why the other person does the research. Why the? It's not because they woke up one morning. I mean, a lot is. I mean, a lot of it is with other people. I mean, a lot of it is they just wake up and you see them as well. You can tell a lot of them think it's just fun and so forth. But those that have had like personal experiences, what I mean, like myself, that have had their homes, yep, had their homes taken away, their houses and all of that, their flats or computers or whatever. Because I just saw recently somebody else. You know what I mean? Police abusing powers. I mean, they had their computers taken away and so forth because, I mean, they are trying to do good in the world and all of that. And on top of that, I mean, if you haven't seen their content, go and check it. I mean, I like it. You know what I mean? And he offers a call-in show. Well, he did when he had his computer before the police took it away, mind you. And people could phone in, talk about whatever they want. You know what I mean? And if you're on your own or suffering with mental health issues and all of that, you could phone in and just have a chat. You know what I mean? And just having a chat can make you feel better. You know what I mean? Knowing that there's somebody there, because the police make it out that there's nobody there, and if you got someone that's there for you, and if they know you are basically exposing establishment crimes, you know what I mean? Because don't forget, a lot of people, there are a lot of people that do get into this, not because they want to, but because of what the establishment has done to them. Think about that. You know what I mean? For another group, yeah, they'd look into it. You know what I mean? It's a hobby, it's this, that, and so forth. But the police and the authorities and all of that in general, the external authorities, because the police and the governments forget, we also have our in sorry, my anxiety's kicking in the individual authority. You know what I mean? And the police and the courts and all that forget that we also have our own rights, and we have our, you know what I mean, which, you know what I mean, a lot of you know what I mean, which we are seeing is being ignored. You know what I mean? That's why when I see people saying you swore an oath, you swore this, you swore that, you swore, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, they're saying all this to the police. But if the police are being given orders, the people in the police are being given orders, or there's another oath that they've sworn to. So by them saying, "Oh, you've sworn an oath to do this and that and so forth," that's what I always say to people: ask them which oath are they on? Are they on the oath that the public knows, or is it the oath behind the scenes? Because don't forget, I've got some people in the police, not all, that are Freemasons. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And on top of that as well, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people do get what do you call it, screwed up on this. Gotta ask, you know what I mean? What type of intent is that Freemasonry doing? You know what I mean? What side are they on? And this, that, and so forth. You know what I mean? You gotta ask that. You've got to. You know what I mean? And on top of that, you've got to then sort of like wonder, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Are they linked to the ones that are causing all the shit, or are they not linked? Causing all the shit. Because don't forget, there are battles going. Don't forget, there's been battles for centuries. You know what I mean? And we've seen different groups on that side of things, take each other over. You've got, I mean, you know what I mean? So we're seeing it all the time. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But yeah. And so when you see people saying certain things like yesterday with the BBC saying, "Oh, conspiracy theorists has come up now talking about the Great Reset and da 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 da," I mean, trying to make it out it's not a thing. Yeah, BBC has come out and done that, and there we go. Yeah, like that. Anyway. And the BBC sort of like has come out and basically is done that. So I guess what I did, I grabbed the video with Klaus Schwab and rammed it down their fucking throats, basically. Not for the BBC to see, but for the people that follow the BBC to see. You know, the BBC can go and hump themselves and die. You know what I mean? Don't give a shit about them, because end of the day, the BBC are corrupt, and as we all know, and there's a lot of things that are going on. You know what I mean? We can look into past reportings and also certain terminology we could bring in and stuff like that, and which YouTube covers up on as well with certain things. Covers up certain naughty things. They do. You know what I mean? Notice I'm not saying the words, but they up YouTube about, into certain cover up of naughty criminal things. Naughty. You know what I mean? So, but yeah. You know what I mean? And it's a thing as well, isn't it, guys? It's like, if you haven't checked into it, then you're not going to know. If you have checked into it, you are going to know. And then you got to ask the question of, right, I've checked into this category, this topic, this genre, this scenario, or whatever. But is the detailed evidence of what I am seeing, is it true? You know what I mean? Is it, because it's like when you go ghost hunting as well. It's like, I mean, and you're going through and so forth. The mind can play tricks and stuff. So you got to ask yourself a question: is the mind playing tricks? Is it doing this? Is it doing that? You know, you ask all those questions, and once you've asked all those questions, and they all lead, like, oh, this is going on. You know what I mean? It's fine. You know what I mean? And if it's leading in a different direction, then you go and ask for help. And why is there a gap there in it, guys? You know what I mean? I know I went through it earlier, this spot earlier, but I'm still trying to work out why there's a gap there. Could be when I went away and one of the birds come down and just attacked it for ages. Oh well. Because I did leave the game on for a good few hours. You know what I mean? But the bird could have easily just come down this way and then flown into here and But never mind. But anyway, it's I'm just trying to think of what to do next with this building as well. But yeah, it is intriguing that we got we got a lot of people, and that's one of the things I find funny as well. You got people going, "Oh, it's just a conspiracy theory" and stuff like that. And then when you ask them, "Have you looked into it?" and they're like, "No." Then how do you know not know? You know what I mean? That this stuff isn't going on and that these documents do or don't exist. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? And and that's why I grabbed another video that's on my other channel and rammed it down the throat of the BBC. And and the speaker in the video gives two types of conspiracy theorists. You know what I mean, those that take the narrative or whatever at, you know what I mean, at face value without doing any research is a conspiracy theorist. You know what I mean? That is like you know what I mean, the scores, the score takers at the moment. You know what I mean? That's putting darts. You know what I mean? In their arm, they're scoring themselves up. If you know what I mean, like a junkie. I mean, they just I mean, there are like a percentage of people that have taken the scores and taken the YouTube. You know, I mean, in their arm. Yeah, they're taking the YouTube in their arm, and basically, um, and then going around saying, I mean, calling people's names and stuff like that, and attacking and so forth. And then don't forget, we must also go. I mean, talk about those that there is a group within the YouTube takers that are saying, "Oh, we are basically made a mistake." You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I applaud them for realizing they made a mistake. You know what I mean? Because they now realize that the certain the YouTube for the arm is basically uh not what I mean. What they were told, basically. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? So, and the thing is as well, you know what I mean? And the ones that did know all this was going to come about before 2020, there are a number of them um that have taken the thing as well. So it's like, okay. You know what I mean? No, that thing of like, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Wrong key. You know what I mean? For those that did research on it and still took the YouTube, you could ask the question, why did you research in the first place? You just wasted your time. Because I like what Computing Forever said. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And he's right. You know what I mean? It's like he took the YouTube sort of thing, and what good are you? You know what I mean? If you're dead, doesn't matter. You took it because you need a job and all, but how can you have a job if you're dead? You know what I mean? Sort of thing. You know what I mean? How can you look after your family when you've now destroyed your health? You know what I mean? And it's like some of the doctors are saying as well out there that it takes away the white blood cells. And I've told people, get your white blood cells checked. And I've noticed as well, those that have taken the YouTube, that I like daylight. Come on, give me daylight. I'm a happy person. Doesn't have to be perfect because I'm not doing it for that. If I do one better, I'll block myself coming up to here, so we'll ignore that one. I'm still playing it technically like if I was going to play it for real, but not majorly. There we go. But yeah, we got these people. They're going around and they like, it's just got 11 o'clock about ghosting. Anyway, but yeah, we've got these people. They sort of like, I mean, attacking each other and so forth, falling into the globalists' hands and beyond. And I'm like, I'm like, why? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Basically, the point of all this is do not attack each other. You know what I mean? Think of it. We got the police, the courts, certain groups and all of that are always going to be playing us. You know what I mean? So why should we make it easier for them? You know what I mean? Hmm. Yeah, I mean, and the thing is as well, by use the mainstream term, the and V's and the V's. You know what I mean? They want us to fight. Don't forget that. They want us to have a go at each other. So they can bring in more legislation and hand more powers to the dogs of war. You know what I mean? The police and stuff. You know what I mean? The public dog of war. You know what I mean? The police. The public side of things. So you gotta ask yourself a question. Do we want to make it easy for them? Ask yourself that question. Do you want to make it easy for them? By not knowing. So we're always attacking one another. Think about it. If we've already taken the YouTube, you know what I mean? Still go and check things out. Still go and check out the documents. If I'm coming up from me now. Yeah. Not just me alone. We could just say May of this year. 12 years ago, the Rockefeller Foundation released a document that talked about a scenario like this. And when you sort of like bring attention to stuff like that, have you noticed how the establishment goes, oh, no, 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 no. You guys shouldn't be looking at this. You guys, no, 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 no. And you're like, huh? Why? Yeah, people have noticed I have that curiosity. Not like a kid when someone says, "Oh, don't do that," and all of that. Oh, no, 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 you shouldn't be doing this and all. And then and it's like how a dog tilts its head as well. No, the dog's like looks at you while you're eating something. It's like tilts like, huh? Can I have some? You know what I mean? Yeah, I. That's me. I'm like, huh? What's going on then? Let me know. Come on. So yeah, and it's like that thing as well. It's like oh, that doesn't look too bad actually. I do like that. If there's gonna be a little gap, I don't mind the gap there. I mean, despite the OCD side of me going, fill that gap in if you're gonna put what you're gonna put in there. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm gonna ignore it. Anyway, so yeah, we can bring the stuff here, and I mean we can. I just got to make sure. Let's take God off a minute. So yeah, the head. Yeah. So basically, if I was gonna cover, I would have to build like up, say up, round, and down sort of thing. I mean, I've done that in the past as well. I've built something like that. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, the one thing we've got to stop. You know what I mean, as members of the public, basically, stop assuming the person that's putting information out there doesn't know what they're talking about. You know what I mean, basically. You know what I mean? Because like me now, I got the no, I mean, most of my stuff's in storage because I've lost my home and stuff like that. So a lot of my research is in storage. But I've, you know what I mean, purchased the Agenda 21 book. This, you know what I mean? I've purchased another book to go along with it as well because, you know, like people, they say, oh, the evidence. And the trouble is, as well, you know what I mean? To all of you that says, show us the link, show us the evidence and all of that and so forth. And don't forget, some of us have got gut feelings knowing that you're not going to check it out. So when we say to you, no, not going to show you, it's not because there's no evidence. It's because we will not show you it because we know deep down inside that you're not going to check it out. So when we tell you stop wasting our time because we've checked your Twitter feed or Facebook or whatever, we can see you're just a fucking piss taker. Yeah. I mean, because we know the information's out there. And if you really wanted to go and check for yourself, most people have the brains and decency to go and check for themselves. You know what I mean? And you would see on a Twitter wall and Facebook that they would have had put some level of research out on the walls or whatever, or they would have created another account and then come across you from that account, and they would have spoken to you through that account, but not to let their friends or family know. Just, you know, because some of them, you know what I mean, think if they open it up that their friends and family will disown them. You know what I mean? Because the friends and family sometimes are like, oh no, it cannot be happening, and it's like, you know what I mean? Not all the time, because you can get some friends and family members. I'm lucky. I got like some people in my life that are like, oh, you know what I mean. And some of my family members over the years have said, you know, one family member who now lives in Australia, and fuck it, a lot of shit going on down there at the moment, isn't it? But said back in the 70s, you know what I mean. I would not like to live in Britain, you know what I mean. You know, in a few years' time, sort of thing. It's going to be a hellhole. It's going to be a dictatorship, and you know, I mean, more than ever because they saw the writing on the wall. You know what I mean? I mean, I was born in '79, so you know what I mean. I got to hear about that later on, but yeah. And the thing is, the documentations are there. The evidence is there. All the written work is there. And the thing is as well, you know, I mean, I pointed out to people the other day, we are not conspiracy theorists for checking things out. What we are, one of the terminologies we can use is conspiracy script readers. Yeah, conspiracy script readers or conspiracy readers. In other words, we read the scripts or books or whatever of what the globalists or the government or the elite and even the Queen of England and fellow royals are a part to. Don't forget, the Queen has still got to stamp her thing when I'm talking from a UK sense, and the same for our countries probably. So therefore, we are reading what these script writers are writing. These conspiracy theorist script writers are writing. You know what I mean? And they want to bring it into action. You know what I mean? Why our side, we're looking into this, and we do not want this evil stuff to be brought into action. You know what I mean? In other words, we do not want that evil intent to be brought in. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because you can have the same thing. The police are going to hate me for this. Fuck them. You can have a knife, and it can be used in many different ways. Am I right or wrong? You can have a knife. It can be used to butter bread. You can have a knife. It can cut open fish, and you can take the guts out and cook the fish and eat it. You can have a knife that can deter criminals from your home, which the police don't like because, you know, I mean, if you're keeping all the criminals at bay, then therefore they're not getting money. You know, the police are like, nobody. But anyway, and no pension for them either. Anyway, but anyway. And remember that documentary years ago where this bloke was filming the police? Forgot what it's called. It was in London, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it was in London, I think. And it's basically the guy was filming, and the police was sort of like talking with drug dealers, and the documentary was all about how the police would keep some drugs on the street, just to keep certain people hooked. So there's always that crime revenue from the drugs. You know what I mean? So they've always got somebody to arrest, to put in prison, to get money, to, you know what I mean? All that sort of thing. You know what I mean? I thought that was, you know, very interesting documentary. I've forgotten the name of it. It was absolutely fascinating. You know what I mean? And I feel that's what happened with me, you know what I mean, in Swansea, you know what I mean, where the police wouldn't arrest the other ones that were doing the attacking and all of that, but yet they took me out because I was doing the exposing, you know what I mean, exposing, you know what I mean, the fracking, the smart meters and all of that and so forth. So it was like the police was keeping like some form level criminality going so they can keep their wage packets going, instead of doing what the public think they're there to do. You know what I mean? They go after like one or two, or, you know what I mean, or show now and again that they are cleaning up the streets, but really they're keeping the streets with a certain level of crime. So it looks like then the public always needs the police, sort of thing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And I'm not the only one that's just mentioned this as well. There's a lot of other people that have mentioned it as well. You know what I mean? It's it's like a racket, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like we've seen with the Hegelian dialect sort of thing, you know what I mean? Create the problem, offer the solution, and blah 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 sort of thing. So then people think, all right, we keep going to this. Or the government's looking out for us, or the police looking at, but really they're actually part of the problem, not the solution. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's just one of those things, you know what I mean? So, and that's what I'm seeing right now. We're seeing corporations and medical corporations and all of that and so forth have put out a boogeyman. People thinking now government's not are protecting them, when actually is what's really going on. There's a crime going on. There's damages to people and so forth. You know what I mean? And interesting how one of the things they're saying, if you get a bad batch, there's no bad batches. Yeah, you know I mean, when the whole thing is all about all about culling the population. The whole thing is a bad entity. They may put like some sugar watery stuff out there to make it look like, look, people are getting better from taking it and so forth, but really it's the immune system that's making them better. Yeah, I mean, because they just had maybe like a common cold, so and they probably don't realize, I mean, by them having chicken soup, they'll get the protein and all that. It brought them better, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's funny as hell, and yet we have people that haven't. 'Cause I know people that haven't even bothered looking into it, and they're calling people names. You know what I mean? And I'm like, no, 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 no. Because if I was that mindset, I mean, there's an arsenal of names I could use. You know what I mean? One of them is sheeple, easily. You know what I mean, and all of that. You know what I mean? But I mean, I just like taking the piss. You know what I mean? And also, people need to realize: are these people actually talking about you? You know what I mean? It's like when I see stuff, I'm like, is that person having a go at me? Because I did put a comment up earlier, or I mean, it's like 2 weeks ago. I put something out, and I saw a comment that was like, it was almost like 100% replying to my comment. I looked at it and I went, that's interesting. I'll wait. You know what I mean? I'll wait a day or two. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm not going to say anything, but I'll just wait a day or two. You know what I mean? And then a day and a half went by, and I saw somebody else replying, and I was like, it was never about me. You know what I mean? It was that sort of thing, that taking the time to go, oh, man, that may not be about me. You know what I mean? That shows, like, hold on. You know what I mean? I mean, because a lot of people, they let the egos get in the way. And good job, I've got like a very low ego, next to none. That's why I always pull back. I'm like, hold on a minute, that may not be about me. So I pull back, and luckily I did, because most people would have flown in, and that person like, that person would be like, it was never about you, blah blah blah. I mean, some people would have gone in, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean. Very interesting, very interesting. But on that note, guys, I better go and do food. You know what I mean? Yeah, guys. So the main point, like I said earlier, guys, you know what I mean, before you start calling people sheeple or social justice warrior and all of that, you know what I mean, or conspiracy theorists like the BBC did or whatever, you know what I mean, just remember, you don't know if that person has had like the full-on experience from the establishment and co. From those that are perpetrating the culling and all of that and so forth, that are perpetrating crimes against humanity and so forth. You don't know. You know what I mean? And also, flipping it on the other side, the person that might be calling you a conspiracy theorist or not may actually know some of the stuff, but cannot deal with it, or the person may not know nothing, and you know what I mean. So, I always look from the other side as well. You know what I mean? Instead of just jumping in. You know what I mean? Because don't forget, we have had in movies and in the establishment art painted this picture that anybody that researches for himself and informs himself away from the government, away from authorities and all that, is supposed to be crazy and nuts. Think about it. You look at all the movies and when you listen to radios and you listen to, it's like WWE. So, you know, I mean, when they've done like, oh, what are you, a conspiracy theorist and all that, they poke fun, joke, and all that. You look at many different aspects. They make anybody in the public look stupid and silly if they research for themselves, or they get too close to the truth, and they always then try to make that person look stupid, silly, nuts, crazy, and so forth. Check it out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't mean experience it for yourself. I don't mean learn it and then, because because I know certain people that have learnt the information and then said the information in the wrong places. You know, I mean, I've seen multiple of people have done that. I mean, and just recently I heard another one that did the same. You know what I mean? And I'm like, wrong place, wrong time. You know what I mean? Never say the information that we learn and research in the devil's den, basically. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta go in and take out the evil, but sometimes it's, I mean, you got to know when to say it and when not to say it. You know what I mean? And some people I've noticed over the years, I've said it in the wrong places. You know what I mean? And I've been in those places as well. And I've kept all the information I've learned. And despite my experiences with the establishment and certain, funny handshakers and all of that, yeah, I did not go in the devil's playground and mention what I knew. I kept quiet. I got myself out of the devil's playground, and then I started speaking again. You know what I mean? Over on over on Spreaker, and you know what I mean, and so on. So some people, you know what I mean, this is the difference on how I'm out, and those other people are behind bars. That's the difference. I stayed quiet to get myself back out to warn. You know what I mean? To warn you guys. You know what I mean? Be careful, because you see a lot of people are trying to get us to go into the courtrooms. We say our stuff, and we're doing 20 years behind bars. We gotta play smarter. We gotta play it a hell of a lot smarter than that, guys. A hell of a lot smarter. Right, and you guys take care. Have a lovely day and so forth. I will be on Twitch tonight. Twitch.tv /Plight O Dragool. Plight O Dragool is the gaming one. Plight of Dragool is the other one. It's not gaming, basically. But anyway, I'll check you guys later. Have a lovely night, morning, day, or whatever. And depending where you are. And then I'll catch you guys again. And you know what I mean? If you guys want me to let you know, you know what I mean? I don't think it'll be this Sunday. It might be this Sunday. But if you guys want me to let you know whose channel I'm teaming up with as well to play this game, you know, because as you can tell, I'm just fucking around. But when I'm on his channel, you know what I mean, I'm a bit more serious. I'm a bit more focused, and we just get stuff done. You know what I mean? But on that note, guys, you guys take care. Have a lovely day, and just remember, you know what I mean, get the intel. Don't go, oh, you're conspiracy theorist, you're sheeple and all that. No. Learn the information and come to your own, you know what I mean, viewpoint. Let the intel, let the data, let the truth, let the facts dictate. You know what I mean? Not governments, not me, no one else. Let the truth, facts, and data dictate what you do next. You know what I mean? End of the day, when it comes to this YouTube arm stuff, you know what I mean? But anyway, it's sad that the censorship is making us not allowed to say certain words, isn't it? Very bad, isn't it? Maybe we'll have to get the CIA and spank them. But anyway, you guys take care and have a lovely day, a night, and all of that.